All right, so this video is on how to implement plickers. So plickers is a two-part program. Some of it is on your cell phone and some of it is on the computer. Let's get started with the computer. First, we just go to plickers. Plickers stands for paper clickers. Plickers. We'll do a quick search for it. And here we go. A program is free. I recommend it for teachers so that you can do grading on the fly. No more grading tests. Sign up. Give them your information. They'll send you an email telling you to activate it. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to sign in now. So the next time you come in, you're going to sign in. So I've signed in. You're going to want to do is print out your cards. So we're coming here to the card. And this is what the cards look like. There are square little boxes. Each square is for one student, and depending on how they rotate the card is their answer. Most people can get by with the standard set of 40. You may need to go higher for the expanded set. Now, once you print them out, you just cut them down. I recommend you print them out on card stock so you can use them again. My first time I printed them out and then laminated it, but the laminate causes a reflection, and you're going to see that with the application on the phone. You're basically taking a picture of your classroom, and then the computer analyzes the picture to tell you what the answers were. So after you've printed out your cards, library, and there you create your words. One of the problems with the program is that you can't share libraries. So let's say I've created math questions for my class. I can't pass them on to you, which is annoying. But go around of it is if you copy and paste things that you find on the internet. For example, I'm going to open up a new window here. And I have written M-step practice test for 3rd grade. We're currently taking the test, so. Looks like I don't have sample questions here. So this is the one for the computerized one. Unfortunately, I'm going to make a paper version of it. Let's go back. Here we go, the paper version. And here we have some samples. So we click on one of them. We're doing 3rd grade if I remember correctly. So I scroll through and find a question that I like. The question. And now I can go into my plickers, into my library again, and I can create a new question right here. It says new question. Click on it. Copy, paste the question. Repeat the same process for the answer. And it's a pretty fast way assessment. Little trick, if you don't want to through all of them, if you triple, I got a feeling I accidentally copied B on this thing, yep. If you're on it and you click on it 2 times, you highlight just one word. And if you click on it 3 times, you highlight the whole sentence. So it's just easier to click 3 times. After a while, you get the hang of it. Again, I copied the C here. Fortunately, this one had an E answer in it. Well, then, of course, you're going to have to figure out what the answer was, which is investment supports the answer, part A. Oh, that one doesn't even make any sense because we have this other question up here. Well, anyways, the concept's still the same. You're copying and pasting questions you've already found into it. You save it. And now you're ready to give the test to students. Let's now move on to the app part. If you go to your Google Store or App Store, iPad Store, iTunes, you type in plickers. Again, I think this is going to come out backwards because of the mirroring technology for bed clickers, paper clickers. You'll see the blue little squares. You download it. Once it's downloaded, it'll ask you to sign in. Again, this is probably backwards. You use the same information. And now you're ready to use it in the classroom. All right, so your app's ready to go. Your computer's up and running. You need to project this somewhere on a smart board or any projector, or a computer would work too. We go now to live view. And on your cell phone, you're going to pick the question you want. It's organized as lists of questions. Just click the question you want. And now the computer will show it up once you hit the camera button on the app. There's the question. Now, as you can see on the phone, it has the number of each student and then the answers. Right now we have 0. If you step aside, you could take a picture of 10 cards at a time. Usually works for me. You don't have to go to each kid and scan their picture. You just hold your camera up. When it reads their number, it'll say so. Not only here by the answered graphed section, but on your phone it'll say, number 18 answered. And if you've assigned a classroom, which I'll show you next, it'll say that particular person has answered. Alrighty, so we've got the answers. We're scanning the classroom for the questions. It helps if the lights are turned on. Let's go to classes now. So that's how you show the kids questions. You pick the question on your phone after you've picked live view here. And it'll show the question to the kids. They read it out loud, give them 10 seconds, and you scan the room to see what their answers were. It'll graph it out. It'll tell you how many kids got the full answer. You can do it by card numbers if they don't know, or you could say their names. I usually just do card number. Unless we're doing something silly. It's really fun to do something silly like first person to answer incorrect. Give them a sticker or something. Don't always make it that the answer is the only thing you're looking for. It's very hard for the kids to cheat on it anyways. All right, so let's go to classes. Now, as in the classes, let's just make a whole new class. You just type in the kid's name. This is going to be math grade, let's say. The year. Oh, I guess I don't need to put that. Subject, math. All right, we're saved over. Let's add some students. You just start writing the kids' names. John B. Enter. Sarah. I don't like to put the kids' last names on the programs. On anything I use online, most people require you to put a last name, but you can usually get away with just putting the first 2 letters of somebody's name, and it works perfectly fine. Anyways, so you see how they've been assigned a number. Give them the number corresponding with the card. Let me get in a little bit more detail about the card, since we have our classes set up, and when you do the live view, you can pick the class you want to do. You can have multiple classes. I think I did not download the cards. Okay, let's go to the cards. So after you click on the card, you get the printout. I'm going to really focus on here. Each card has a number for the student. This is number 1. As you saw in the previous section, just a few seconds ago, I gave John number 1. So this is John's card. If you hold it this way, where the B is upright, he is picking the answer B. If he turns the card, if he rotates it so that the A is upright, then his answer is A. See, this is card 2. Let me go back down to card 8. And if he holds this way, oopsie. So that this way, so that D is upright, his answer is D. And that's the way they could pick their answer. No two cards are exactly alike. These little white boxes that are missing are slightly different so that the computer knows if you're looking at student number 1, number 2, or number 3. It is a little cumbersome to, let's say, take your teacher's manual unit tests and transform them into the plickers application because it's hard to get back. But if you have anything online, like if your teacher's manual is online, you can use the same technique I've already used where you copy and paste it. If that's not easy for you, you can use your cell phone and use like Google Translate to take a picture of any text you want, highlight it that way, and then send yourself the text so you can copy and paste it. And that's about it for plickers. It's a really great way to stop doing paper and pencil multiple choice tests. It'll save you paper because you're not copying all the questions. It'll save you time because you're not grading all the questions. The kids think it's pretty fun. And you only really need a cell phone and a computer. You don't need the individual clickers like we used to have back in the day, those little egg-shaped ones. Thank you for your time. If you have any questions, please contact me. Again, getting started with plickers.